Hello, it's Zach with a podcast named Tim for a Beast Morphers review, and it is episode 15 entitled Seeing Red. A follow up from last week, and before we get into the episode review and the Monster of the Week rating, please do check out or give the thumbs up to the show and all that good stuff. Subscribe, share. How YouTube works, so please do all that good stuff. With that being said, let's get right into it. Devon is on the run. He's going just nice little jog. Got to warm up, stay loose. It's tough being a ranger. Got to stay physically fit. And an actual regular crime occurs. Something that rarely happens in Power Rangers universe. So that was nice to see. And it is. While he's doing this, it's a robbery that occurs. And so the Red Ranger immediately, I should say, Ben and Betty are there with a, what's called a cake for their father. It's his birthday. And the Red Ranger immediately turns on his Fury mode to deal with with this, just again, petty crime in some respects. And an officer also shows up, and the Red Ranger is like holding up this car and stop the robbery. And the cop says, you worry about the Robotrons. Let me deal with the regular criminals. To be fair, though, he was way behind, and that officer would have never caught up with that criminal. So, in the end, Devon did help out. So, Roxy decides to power up a Robotron with a Fury Cell so that she can kind of use them as well. I think there were 4 in total. And if you remember, Devon has 1, so they have 3 left, I guess, or 2 or 3 left. But when she's about to power up her I think it's called Burntron, it's a candle, the Red Ranger ends up stealing it from her because his power is running out. He's clearly addicted to it. It's making him very brash. He powers up his Cheetah Claws and rushes in alone. And he's just very full force, not wanting to be part of the team and being very cocky. Nate takes a sample of the Red Ranger's hair, and we do find out that the Fury Cell is turning him evil. But before we find that out, the bad guys also figure this out. And so their plan now is we're going to purposely give the Red Ranger the last Fury Cell, and that way when he fully takes on this power, it will turn him evil as well. So they load up Burntron with one of those data chips because we still need the last one. That's the Red Ranger's power. But Devon is, again, he's not really buying into all this, you're making me evil stuff. And he goes out on his own. So the Rangers are down 1 man because he's not there, and they're all fighting the Tronics. And Roxy and Burntron are kind of watching from behind. They decide to bait him out by, teasing that they're going to put the Fury Cell on him, on the Tron. And the Red Ranger obliges. He comes up and shows up to steal it, and he has it. And just in time, because his Fury Cell has run out. He then gets into an awesome fight with the Blue Ranger. Always great to see Ranger on Ranger fighting action. Those are always really cool. But the other Rangers are taken care of. I wrote Candletron before I looked this up, but it's Burntron, but I like Candletron better. And the other Rangers are fighting with this Robotron. And like I said, Blue and Red are having an awesome fight. The Red Ranger gets it, but before he decides to load it on, he realizes he's been evil. He destroys the Fury Cell and throws it at Roxy. We end up having some Gigatronics that show up. And the Red Ranger, we're on to the big mode already. The Giga Drone is there. The Red Ranger shows up, uses his Cheetah mode to take them out. The Striker Megazord, which is, of course, the Gold and Silver Ranger, show up to help out. And they take care of business as always. But this is the big thing for this episode. The Rangers, the data chip collects the power. So, we do have all of the power collected, and I should say before we get to the big part there, Devon does end up apologizing to everyone. Of course, he makes a cake for Ben and Betty, and they have like an icing fight with their dad. But what's important here is they have all the powers, and who is going to get souped up? Which avatar is going to get powered up? To me, it would make sense for Roxy, because she's been the one who collected all of the data chips. Blaze has done nothing, but maybe he'll redeem himself. So if I was Evox, I'd be giving it to Roxy. But we will find out next week who gets the power up. But again, Burntron. What's the rating here for Burntron? If you've never checked out this one of our episodes, we do a 5-point system or 5 categories that we rate them off of, between 1 and 5. If you are 5 out of 5 in a category, it is the best thing you can be. So 25 out of 25 would be the best monster. So for the look, I gave it a 1. It's a giant candle. Not much more to say there. Not great. You could argue for a 2, not any higher than that. But I gave it a look for 1. Plan 4. Look, we're going to purposely try to turn one of the Rangers evil. And backup plan, we got the data chip plan in place. So I like that plan. Power 2. He's got some flame stuff. Doesn't really use it as much as he should. Not great. Success 3. We at least get the data chip situation, but we fail. And of course, turning one of the Rangers bad. But average. And it does take a Megazord to defeat him. And voice 3. Very average. Nothing bad. So overall, I gave Burntron a 13 out of 25. Below average monster. Not great. Could have been better. It kind of looks like Lumiere, but it's got like I like some of the ideas behind it. I like the 2 different color palettes. It's kind of got the Two-Face situation here going on, but just could be better. Could be better. I wish it also actually had like a real flame on top too, but that's just me. But again, look 1, plan 4, powers 2, success 3, voice 3 for a total of 13. What did you think of our monster rating of the week? And who do you think should get the powered up, souped up version of who should all the Rangers powers? Which avatar would you give it to? I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably know who gets it, and we'll get into that, but I think it should be Roxy. And with that being said, we'll see you here next time on a podcast named Tib. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you next week.